Welcome. We are back. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? I got a milk frother from Target. It was less than $10 and it gives me so much happiness. Oh my God. Two AA batteries, some nice cold. I used vanilla oat milk, and you just turn it on in your glass and it whips it all up and you just pour it on your drink. And it reminds me of when I was a kid and we used to go to a place called Grandma's Pancake House. And I used to get apple pancakes, I think. I used to get some kind of fruit pancakes. Oh, no, I know what I got. I got French toast and a side order of toast and a hot chocolate. Every single time, same thing. That's what I always got. And I was always skinny as a rail. But my hot chocolate, they always put the whipped cream on top. And you know how the whipped cream stays cold and the hot chocolate's really hot when you're a little kid? Thank you. You can just sip it, and it's just so wonderful. Well, that's what this reminds me of. And gosh darn it, while we're kind of stuck in and stuff, it's just really kind of, I don't know. Because you know what? Like I grew up watching Sesame Street and the Electric Company and Mr. Rogers, and I had his albums, and I still remember the lyrics to all the songs. And anyways, um, um, so Winnie from Electric Company was on this commercial when I was a kid for Crunch and Munch. You know, they still make it. And last time I went shopping, I bought this stuff. And you know, it's like really junky, but I bought it. I didn't even eat it. I gave 2 boxes to my daughter, 2 boxes to my son. But it just gave me that feeling of comfort, of being a kid and comfort. So I wonder, how are you guys doing? Are you getting like comfort foods? Are you feeling the need for that comfort? And if so, go ahead and honor that. That's totally fine and okay. It's we need that. We need that feeling of having a safe roof over our head and knowing that our needs will be met and knowing that we're loved. It's really important to be able to do that every now and then. And especially a lot of us, we don't have parents anymore. Like I don't have anybody above me. It doesn't sound right, but I mean like linear family, there's nobody. Like I have no parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, they're all gone. So yeah. It's just little old me and my sister. But I loved growing up with Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers and the Electric Company. And then my sister used to always watch Star Trek, so I would sometimes watch that too. Anyways. All right, so welcome aboard. Welcome. I'm glad to see you here. Hi, Stephanie. And hello, Miss Lori. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so I am here, and we are going to spend an hour today just doing free readings, because I can. Yeah. So, whatever's on your mind, if you have something going on in your life, you have a question, I can look at your astrology. Well, not in too much detail. I don't want to spend too much time because I definitely would like to get to everybody. Yesterday went awesome, so I ended up going almost a half an hour over, but I just want to make sure that everybody who was there in line got their attention. Pardon me. So just think of, one really well thought out question. What is it you wish for yourself? A lot of times I might connect to, there might be a message from somebody on the other side for you that sometimes it just comes in. Sometimes when I connect with your energy, I will detect something going on with your health. I don't control it. It's just as soon as we connect, it just like turns on, and then I'm fed information. That's the way it works. And then if I feel like I'm getting stumped, I might pull a card out of one of the decks that I have. Right here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 decks, and then I think tomorrow we might do it from my office because I do have a couple of clients there tomorrow. So this is it's hazelnut coffee with cinnamon um, unfiltered raw natural honey with frothed oat milk on top. Oh my God, it's so good. I normally don't drink coffee. And it's like every other day I've been having a cup of coffee with this like awesome cinnamon honey and this awesome frothed milk. So whatever it is that you need to do to return to when you felt comforted, by all means, go ahead and do that and don't feel guilty. Now, if you do it like every hour of every day, you're going to blow up or get somehow unhealthy. And I don't wish that on you. So, definitely, allow yourself to feel nurtured, but at the same time, know when to say when, and you don't want to, accidentally become addicted to things. So just take that with a grain of salt. Okay, so let's see. One question. What do we have? Hi, Sharon. Yay. Stephanie says, I'm getting so much love and comfort from family and friends. Wonderful. Lori says, chocolate covered almonds. Ooh, yes, those are good. Hello, Sharon. Let's see. Hi, Kara. Hello, Rachel. Okay, Sharon says, you're the first one. Sharon says, I would like to know whatever spirit would like to share with me. So as I was reading your words, a horse came in, a brown mare, a brown mare. I think a mare is a male horse, isn't it? I don't even know. See, I just deliver the words. I don't even know what they mean half the time. So a brown mare, and actually it's like a very strong chestnut color. It's a beautiful, like, that brown red chestnut. That's the color of this particular horse. And okay, Sharon, I'm also getting that there's somebody who's a bit of a trickster. And they're a little person. So I don't know if, so normally something like that. Well, okay, so what this could possibly be is that somebody is trying to now separate this from the horse. The horse is separate. This now I'm kind of getting like this raccoon, but it's tied to an idea, and what the idea is that there's somebody who is using their kid or kids to get information or to either give or get information. Um, it doesn't feel like really, really dirty or bad, but it also is just not being pure honest. So it feels like somebody's being put up to something to be the forward facing, and that you're being there's somebody who's not being direct with you. There's some information that is it's like somebody's talking to you here while something's happening over here. So just make sure you do an inventory with your friends, family members, anybody that and this is really important for everybody, anybody that you have this kind of little gnawing feeling about, trust that, because guess what? I got to share this too. Google the term 100th monkey syndrome, 100th monkey effect. Look it up, okay? Google that, 100th monkey effect. But I'll tell you what it is, but do your own research. This has to do, and this is very, very impactful right now. It's when the experiment, I know I'm going to get it wrong, so I'm just going to slip in some examples, but just to get the meaning across. They train a bunch of monkeys to say, I don't know, they know how to peel bananas, but I'm just going to say they train a bunch of monkeys to peel a banana a certain way, let's just say. And then halfway around the world, those monkeys start peeling the banana a certain way too. They have no way of knowing what one another does. Now, what that proves is that we're all connected, okay? So we're always sending these waves out. So how many times have you thought of somebody when they call you? So this is how the universe works. We all have these energetic signatures in the Akashic records. And so there's like a whole bunch of you outlines that are different fields. There's the etheric field, there's the mental field, and these are like different light bodies. They're different layers. And so you can have tears and openings, damage. There can be hooks in it. I find all kinds of debris. I find, oh goodness, daggers, all kinds of stuff in your auric field. I think I'm gonna get, you guys just want to get your reading. So, I forget why I'm circling around and why I was talking about that. Okay, so Sharon, so look up, if a mere horse doesn't mean anything to you, I want you to look up spiritual meaning of horse or a chestnut brown horse. Okay, so that's for you. And then the other thing is that there's a munchkin, there's a little kid or a little somebody or a short somebody who is almost being used as a decoy, it almost feels like. So just double check and go, oh, that's what I was talking about. Go with your instinct. So while we're going through this big awakening, it's causing other people to awaken. It is awesome. So we are all connected. You think of the World Wide Web, well, this is the universal web. So each one of you have your own signature. And so when we connect, see, I can look at your name and stuff just connects. It's easier also if I have a picture, like especially if it has to do with health or something. But just seeing something that is your kind of signature, that your identity, my higher self and your higher self are meeting up here and they're just channeling through me and I'm just giving you the information. So that kind of in a nutshell is how some of this stuff works. Stephanie says, my mom used to put cinnamon in her coffee. She loved it. Oh, hi, Dale. She said she just made a cup of coffee, too. Cheers. Mine's hazelnut. Mmm. Froth. I didn't even know that was a word. I'm like, what are they saying? And it's so good. Oh, my God. All right, let's see. Aditya. Aditya says, what kind of work I'll do for a living? I'm getting teeth. If I could say your name, that would be great, but I'm going to study it. Aditya. Aditya? Aditya. Aditya. Shitwani. What kind of work I'll do for a living? I'm getting service, serving. You're serving things. I'm seeing a wooden plank and there's things on the plank. It could be like, you know, fancy plates or something, but it's wood. So there's like a skinny wood cutting board kind of a thing, but it's like a plank of wood and there's things on the plate and it has to do with service. But I'm also seeing white kerchiefs and teeth. So I don't know if you're a dentist or some kind of a health practitioner or a nutritionist, but it has something to do with that. It has to do with service, greetings, smiles. There's personal eye contact involved, and you are putting your energy to what it is that you're creating. Does that resonate? What kind of things do you like to do? And if you're looking for, you know, what should you do or what are you here for, if you're looking for your life purpose, I wouldn't want to do that and just this kind of fly through the night or fly an hour quickies. I would definitely recommend to get a full-on soul astrology reading. It has your life purpose, it has your mission, it has your lessons, it has good lessons, bad lessons. when you're most likely to do certain things, when certain areas of your life will become activated. And that is something that I offer. It's on my website, and I made it really easy. You can just go on there, click on it, and order it. And then and then I collect your information, and we make it happen. And I give it to you in email so that you always have it, unless you want to do it over Skype. But it is so detailed. It is so awesome. And it even explains like your own little quirks and things that you thought only was you, that you feel kind of weird or whatever. I tell you about it. Like, oh my God, it's really wild. It's awesome. Okay, Kara says, I'd like some guidance to heal my current career situation. If you get anything for me in this area, I feel kind of stuck lately, and there's new comments way down below. So I'm going to go in order here. Okay, so let me see. Guidance to heal my current career situation. Okay, it feels to me that you've got a broken forearm. Now, I don't mean physically. So there's something that is going on that you feel that you cannot be of service right now, and it's kind of driving you nuts. And it's gone to your head, like you're getting all kind of caught up. So actually, it's like really backing up. So it's getting all caught up in your head. And it's messing with you on a psychological level, and that is causing you to not trust yourself. And there's all this confusion going on, and that, if you have unhealthy people who don't support you, feeding into that, that is growing. Okay, and then now that's also backing up, coming down through, and I'm getting a lot of scratchiness in the throat area. Okay, so whatever's going on, you need to reverse it. Because it's really having an impact on you, and it's like spreading. Okay, so what needs to happen is that you got to shine brighter, because the way through things is not by fighting things at a 90-degree angle. It's by outshining, shine so bright that it hurts to look at you is one of the things that I say. People who are negative, who want to pull you down, who don't want you to get any further than what they've got, that's on them. Okay, so don't give them the power to dictate how you feel about yourself. Okay? I hope that helps. Stephanie says, I would like to hear whatever comes through. This has been a crazy time for my family and I. All right, Stephanie. There's a card, and there's hearts on the card, and it's a low number. Okay, and whoever this is kind of having fun about it. So there's somebody who's coming through for you, and they're like mixing cards, and they're almost like a Joker kind of person, not the Joker card. But then they show me the shuffler. You know, if you like those shufflers, you put the cards in, and it does the shuffling for you. But those so they kind of segued me into this. But the initial image is the suit, our hearts, and the card. It's 65432. It's not an ace. So if you had somebody who you may have played cards with as a kid, or maybe Old Maid or Rummy, then that's the person who's coming through. We have somebody who's coming through who's identifying as an uncle of yours, and he's showing me a wicker basket with nuts in it. And like behind, so they're showing me these nuts, like, you know, that are out on a dining room table or a countertop. But then aside of there are them little cube caramels, those individually wrapped caramels. So this person, they might have had, you were very sweet to them, or maybe they have a sweet tooth, or maybe when you visited them, they always had the candy. But maybe they were slipping it to you, maybe so that your parents didn't see. But you have somebody who is, okay, somebody who is very wise. They're showing me a long, long road up the path, and very wise. Okay, so this is now, we have somebody else who's coming through for you, and this would be, it doesn't look like he's related to the person who identified as your uncle. This is more of a grandfather, possibly a great grandfather kind of a person. Super sweet, super kind. And, okay, he doesn't have a lot of strength in his voice, though. But he's almost like a whisper on the wind. He just wants, he's distant, but he's on the other side, but he's distant. But he's somebody who looks after you. Like he feels like he's been assigned to look after you. And he's showing me like the tail, like the tail of a bird, the tail of a dove, that brushes on your shoulder every now and then. So the message there, you've got these men who are in your family somehow that are sending you love and support. And they're also showing me they're helping to try to like pick up, this is the right side, which is the men in our life and our own masculinity. And they're trying to help support you and pick you up to help you to be what it is that you need to be and feel whole and complete. And now I just feel your energy smiling and beaming. So hopefully that did. And now I'm even getting the chills just to additionally say somebody's very grateful for these messages and that you know what they're about. And actually, like I'm getting more, but I have to keep going. So hopefully that helped. Please let me know if that resonated with you. And thank you for your question. Okay. Hi, Francie. Okay, Dale says, how about something on my bill? Okay, so I don't know if I can summarize for the rest of you. Dale is an amazing woman who lost her daughter and granddaughter to domestic violence, and the person who did this was already a convicted felon, and she has been working for years to try to get Brittany's law pushed through. And she's been getting tugged around and jerked around by politicians, their support, and then they are not in position anymore. And she's been fighting tooth and nail. Okay, I'm getting something really, really strong. Okay, oh my goodness. So Dale, you have like an archangel. So I don't usually talk about archangels. You have an archangel, and you must pray to Archangel Michael quite a bit, because this is real big protection, and it's definitely masculine, and their arms come down, and like you may possibly be feeling this, but it's almost like there's this giant angel like behind me, but it's you, like as if I were you. They're letting me know, and actually you have like a council. There's more than one, but there's this main one who's right there for you, and it's almost like he talks, whispers to you, and you get the messages as feelings. So I don't know if you hear the words or see the words, but the way that it's being presented to me is that they're speaking it into your knowing. So you're very claircognizant. It's a feeling, a clear feeling, or excuse me, clairsentient. Claircognizant is knowing. Well, it's to say, yeah, clear knowing and seeing. All right, and it feels like there's a lot of shortcomings. It's like you get so far, and then there's this big gap, and then you have to start over again. But you're a little bit ahead of the last time. But then the whole thing just gets shelved. Everything in the government is collapsing right now, Dale. So I don't think it's going to go through the way that you are trying to get it through. I think it's like if you're looking at something this way, it's going to be all of these somethings to help get to the same result. But I don't think it's the direction. It's almost like you're fighting the current. And once you relax and you can go with the current, that you safely washed ashore. But you have some allies, and there's another ally that's coming in that it feels like you haven't met yet. A big one. So yeah, you are gonna, and I got that again. So you listen, do your prayers and meditations, and listen for what you get, because you're really, really being watched after. There's a lot of you've done so much work. You have racked up so much good karma, and you help and reach so many people. Oh my goodness. Okay. Your daughter and granddaughter are presenting, and they're showing me Easter baskets, but they're also flying these little like pennants, the little flags on sticks. Okay, they love you so much. They're really grateful for everything that you're doing. They're good. They want you to know that they're good. They're happy. Like they're both. They have like Helen is like she's happy. Um, they're showing me these Easter. So they're showing me an empty Easter basket, and they're pointing like they want me to tell you to put something in their Easter basket. So they're not actually speaking, but they're pointing in the basket and they're pointing to you. They're motioning to tell you to put something in their Easter basket. So whatever it is, oh, I don't have tissues out here. Oh God, yeah. So whatever it is that you may have practiced for at Easter time for them, do that if you're able to. Carry on the traditions that you had. They will be there. So they're showing me the little yellow chick. Um, they're going to be there, and they will make sure that you're aware of it. Um, there's love, gratitude, and appreciation, and and that you're fighting so hard for what is good and what is right. Um, I love her. She says, I love her. And big hugs. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Dale. Oh, now, so I just saw now, and as I'm reading it, my legs are lit up. She had then said, Dale said, any messages from my girls? So we took care of both of them before I saw the second one there. Oh, there's froth in there. And my tears too. Yeah, when they come through, the emotions just come. I really can't do anything about it. It's just the way it is. It's really emotional. I mean, you guys can imagine. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Susan says, any message from my mom or dad? All right, let's see. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Okay, let me connect here with Susan. Any message from my mom or dad? Hmm. Okay, so I'm getting the word is stubborn, and somebody is coming through that has paralysis on the side of their body. So somebody may have suffered from a stroke or a numbness. I'm getting like a pain up in my shoulder, and then a numbness from my hand up and on the left side. Um, stubborn, stubborn. Okay, and there's somebody who had like their teeth were, they didn't have, something was going on with their dental, their teeth were rotting or something like this, and this went through their system. It's a second, that's second and separate from this left side stuff. You have a gentleman who's coming through, and he's an older gentleman. Okay, and yeah, he had a stroke or something. So even on the side of the head, it's like numb, and he's showing me numbness. And he's saying that he couldn't feel a lot of things on that side of his body. Okay, and he has like a newspaper boy's hat or like a beret looking cap. And it looks like, I don't know, he may have been born in the late 20s. He was in his 80s when he passed. And towards the end, people couldn't really understand him anymore. And he didn't want, there were certain things that there was some, like, it seemed like he was getting angry and frustrated about certain things because he kind of wanted to be left alone. And that he was that he kind of stuck around longer than he really wanted to. Is this making sense for you, Susan? Oh goodness, there's 47 more comments. If you can possibly reply on this one, and let me know if I have the right guy, if this person is somebody that you identify with. If you can let me know, that would be awesome. Okay, and now Susan, this is still yours. So this particular man, he's showing me a boy, but it's a little boy. So this would be like a grandson or a great grandson. And the little boy looks to be about 8, 10 years old. Okay, and that he wants this little boy to be looked after. Okay, and he says that, so this possibly might be a great uncle of yours, because whoever this little boy is, he's showing me that you felt almost like snubbed or like a second fiddle to this other little boy, almost like it was a competition. Like he stole the limelight. He stole he moved in on the attention that you felt should have been yours, and really by rights it should have been your attention. That there was some kind of an interference in receiving the attention that you should have had. So there's two different people that are there. And so that older gentleman doesn't show me a wife either. So she may have, I don't know, she may have predeceased him. I don't know. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And thank you very much. Please let me know if that made sense for you. Okay, let me go back now. And what's this? Okay. And guys, this is partially what I do. Like, well, I'm a healer. I'm an energy healer, but I also do astrology and psychic mediumship and tarot and oracle cards and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm a crystal healer as well. Certified star magic facilitator. And I can't see clients in my office right now, so I am completely online. If you'd like to book a session with me, I would very much welcome it, because I am still having to pay rent for an office that I can't use right now. And that would be super cool if you want to book something. Okay. I got to scroll up because I think I went a little too far. So I want to go back to, okay, Renee. Hi, Renee. Any messages for me? Okay, let me see what Renee has. Okay, Renee, you have somebody that's coming from this side. Okay, so they're showing me somebody who's milk or maybe lactose intolerant, right, or allergic to milk. They're showing me a giant bottle of milk, dairy, something to do with dairy. And I mean, not necessarily that it's a bad thing, but they're showing me a giant, giant milk and a big, big heart. So this person, perhaps, either they love milk or they're letting me know that you love milk. Okay, so there's so this is like a mothery, nurturing thing with love. Um, This has to do with, so it's almost like they're like, never mind, you don't get it. So they're gonna try something else. Sorry. It's almost like playing a game of charades or when you or Pictionary. That's kind of what how it works for me. They show me these images or give me these words or draw pictures, and I just like it's like a guessing game of charades or what do you call like Pictionary. Okay, Renee. Oh, hey. So you have something new coming in. There's something that is presenting to me as almost mechanical that is running down your throat. It's almost like a butter churn, which also funnily has to do with milk too, doesn't it? Because cream. Okay. So, okay, Renee, this has to do with separating the cream. Um, this has to do with giving yourself kind, loving attention and allowing yourself to raise to the top. There's been some kind of like sediment that was like in the vat. And you've been working and you may have been feeling as if everything's been in such slow motion, like you just can't get moving on or take action fast enough. Things aren't going fast enough. And you have some guides that are with you and they're almost helping you go through the motions, almost like if you're almost like a marionette. They're trying, not, I don't mean it like to be in a mean way, but it's like they're trying to really get you moving on the things that you need to do because there's a trigger there's so like the hammer on a gun, like that, it's a wishbone. There's these other parts and pieces that are all held together, and you are afraid that if you dislodge one, everything's going to all come crashing down. So you're trying to be very careful to just kind of do your own, like taking apart a card house one card at a time, and that's all well and good. There's You're gaining additional support. However this is working out for you, there's more kind of weight. There's more solid support that you have now more than ever. Um, Somebody's like heart is like inflating because they're starting to see truths and they're starting to see you in a different light. And it's kind of like how people's uh, things come out in the wash or something like that. For you, your colors don't bleed. And certain other people may have seen you with a particular judgment, and since you have been steadfast and you don't change and you are the way that you are and you've been consistent, that has kind of raised how other people see you, so it's put you in a better position for support. um, and your psyche is being worked on because you don't love yourself enough. You don't put yourself, you know, so what they're telling me to say is that you don't put yourself on a pedestal. Um, you've got a female family member who is just glowing gold, and they're saying, yes, you got to put yourself up on this pedestal. You don't treat yourself well enough. And you actually make excuses. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, no, you do got to treat yourself better and treat yourself. And you don't have to explain everything to everybody. Just keep on being yourself. People, keep on keeping on. Keep on doing the right things to stay in forward motion. Don't worry about what others are saying, thinking, or doing, because everyone else is on their own journey. But for you, it's kind of like you're shedding off this jacket that you just don't like anymore. And you're getting some new friends, new, it's almost like support, really. They might not be like friends, but they're support people. So that's pretty awesome. So hopefully that resonated, and thank you very much. You're welcome, Sharon. Chelsea, hey, thank you. I wonder if I can scroll up because it looks like there was more and I can't see now. Hmm. I can't go higher. I don't know how to deal with that. So I don't know. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Okay, Rachel. Whoops. Oh, wait. What did I just see here? Latest unread message, so I can do this. Heck. I am still broadcasting. Stay on this page. Okay, I can't leave this page. All right, let's see. You're welcome. Okay, Lori, wondering why I'm waking up with anxiety most mornings. It goes away when I go into my meditation room. Could it just be my hormones fluctuating? Okay for the okay. There's a couple things going on. There's a couple things. I have to pay attention to these comments. I don't want to lose track of anybody. Okay, so I'm on Lori right now. Why am I waking up with anxiety? Okay, there's because you have a white, it's a white horse, a white. Actually, she has all these. She's like My Little Pony, but the unicorn version. Or she's got this pastel hair. It's very cartoony looking, and she is looking to the future. She's looking to the right, my right. So that's future. And Lori, what's going on is that you can't catch up with yourself fast enough. Like you're wow, you have like a whole like all of the animals of the forest kind of come out in this circle. Um, there's like rabbits and super cool. So what's going on is that when you're sleeping and you're having good rest, you're connecting and you're doing your work. You're getting your lessons, like your instruction, and getting ready. But then when you wake up, your 3D version of yourself is like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what am I supposed to be doing, and how do I take care of this 3D world, and how do I function? How do I pay my bills? How do I manifest the things that I need to manifest to do what it is that I need to do, the things I signed up for before I got incarnated? Oh my God. And there's all this like busyness. So definitely practice breathing in the lower thirds of your lungs and hold the breath at the top for several seconds before you let it out. Do that several times. Okay, shake out several times. And yeah, um, so this white horse with the pastel hair. Yeah, and I like hear My Little Pony, My Little Pony. I hear the jingle there, and I don't see a horn, so I'm not seeing that it's a unicorn, but it has that unicorn feel. Tomorrow I'm gonna get my unicorn duck. It's an awesome duck. Anyways, um, so what's going on is that you are already aware, or actually you have a little peep hole to where everything is going on an energetic level. Like you're like the 5D, everything's already happened. So you can see that and you want to jump into your when you wake up where you're in your 3D manifestation and you have anxiety because you want to know how to take this and hurry up and make it be to the all-knowing already done, and that you can feel all kinds of like choppy, like because you don't know how to get there. You might feel like glitchy, like when there's a lag in your computer. And hopefully that makes sense. That's what I got for you. Okay, thank you for your question. Oh, my friend Gloria from Kansas City area. I love the threes. Threes are awesome, and I am doing awesome. I am doing super awesome. I'm always awesome. You're welcome. I hope that helped you. Yay. Yay, goody. May I ask where? Chia. Chaya says, may I ask where the connection is headed between myself and the guy I'm interested, please? All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to read it again and see your name. Shaya. It could be Shia. Shaya. May I ask where the connection is headed between myself? Okay, you know what I'm getting is that I'm getting that you have an imbalance in your sacral chakra, that you don't have healthy boundaries, and that you may be a little bit kind of like clingy, and this person might not exactly be ready to settle in and settle down. There's a lot of stuff that feels unfinished or possibly incomplete. They may have some little triggery things that are going on, and I think that this particular person is not at the same frequency of understanding as you are. It feels that your heart, like you're hoping that this can be a be-all solution, and it's not, because you yourself have some healing to be had, and this has to do with lack of acceptance, lack of worthiness, and so it feels that your energy is such that you feel that this other person is going to complete you. And this is really common, but I'm getting this energy with you. So you may say, oh my goodness, they complete me. But here's the thing. A lot of people say, this is my other half. Well, no, there's too many halves running all over the place. We need to be complete first. When we are complete, which means you have healthy boundaries, you have love for yourself, you feel one and connected with everything, you understand you are a being of love, and you love and honor and respect your own self. When you are complete, you will attract other complete people. When we're half people, we attract other halves. And you're just two halves. You're not going to be a complete. It doesn't work like that. So the person that you are asking about has some healing to be had. They're not exactly ready to settle in and settle down. There's something that's sharp about that person. It feels like, I don't know if they have like sharp eye teeth. There's something that's sharp about that person, and it feels like they're kind of battling their own inner demons there. So I wouldn't jump in and force it if that person's not exactly ready yet. And for yourself, that you need to come into your own heart and really come into some self-acceptance and self-love. Okay? So hopefully that helps. Thank you very much. Let me know, okay? Let me know in the comments if that's applicable. All right, Patricia. Hi, Patricia. My roomie. Oh, yeah, it's you. So I've seen your name on my Facebook page and I had forgotten. I didn't put it together. All right, let's see. Any messages that are important for me to hear? I am open. Okay, let's see, Patricia. Patricia, you've got a witch hat. Or is it a dunce hat? Are you putting yourself down about something? No, 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 no. No, this is experience. Oh my goodness. So this is like some enchanted experiences. There's some certain things that have been kind of like bubbling to the surface that are coming into your awareness and your questioning. You are actually really in a good place on your ascension journey. You're stepping up and in. You're understanding the call, and you are excited, and you're like getting ready to assist more people. And like I've got a whole bunch of extra light coming in for you. You were sidetracked. So they're showing me that you were going and then you got whoop, off on this other angle with life, and that now that's almost come back, and you're in whatever this situation is, that you've been recovering, so to speak, from that tragedy is what they're telling me. And you're learning how to continue. Okay, make sure you're taking good care of your teeth. I have something going on in the upper jaw there for you, but I'm also getting white light in there. It feels that you've been getting clearer vision. I wonder if you got like new glasses or LASIK surgery or something. There's something about more clear vision, but it feels kind of on a physical level. And at the same time, a whole new world is open for you. You're like this. And yeah, so you've got the head and you've got this kind of wand with the star on it. Here's spirit here. There's definitely some much new upgraded energies. You've been going through some upgrades in your frequencies, which is awesome. Keep on counting your blessings. Very good. Yeah. Um, it also feels like a brother type of an energy or some kind of a guy who's like a friend or a brother who may be a little bit troublesome, who might be kind of like a heckler or somebody who kind of gets in your way, who may doubt you, who tries to keep you small. Okay, so just like I said a little earlier, shine bright, shine, 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 shine. Because it does us no good to try to explain ourselves to people, because people who have a lower frequency are determined to stick with what they think anyways. It's not up to us as light workers. It's not up to us to convince anybody of anything. We're not here to try to get somebody to change their mind. We're here to shine. And if somebody resonates, if somebody is attracted to our frequency, awesome. But if they're not, it is a disservice to us to take ourselves out of where we're at to turn and pacify somebody who's at a lower vibration, who already has their mind up to not see, not hear, not acknowledge. This is driving me nuts. And I can't. Sorry about that. Yeah, I do get distracted easily. I don't like being off balance, and it's driving me nuts. So I'm gonna have to wear things that don't make me have to play with it. I like to be equal. I've got a lot of Virgo in my chart. It's gonna just drive me crazy, really, because when I see myself, it's not like looking in the mirror, and it really messes me up. Anyways, all right. So yeah. So for this little kid, this little brother, this young guy or this kind of punky or somebody who says nah, somebody who's like that, pay them no mind. Just keep on shining. Don't try to convince them of anything. Just keep on shining. Be the radiant person that you are. Okay, thank you. I hope that was applicable. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Gloria. Gloria says, would love a reading. Spirit lead. What's up with my solar plexus? Okay, so what's going on with you is your solar plexus is like shutters. So I'm getting like in the cartoons when they would raise and lower the shutters and it would go. So like it would mean like a code. Okay, for Gloria, you change who you are to fit your situation. And I totally resonate with that because like we're connected. Like I'm connected with you. And beyond just right now. You're doing okay, your higher self, like you're telling me a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, you're doing the best you can with what you've got. You are struggling and you are fighting. There you're very busy telling me things. You're showing me things, and this is your higher self. You're very, very so just slow down and even though you're not consciously telling me, it's your higher self. So there's this, I don't know if it's an asteroid. There's a whole bunch of stars over here. No, they're over here. And you're pointing up there. You need to get up there. You're stuck here. And you don't know how to get out. And you're like, your higher self is showing you all this, they're drawing all these angles, like you've been working on things, you've got it all calculated out, and now you're like, I don't know what to do. How do I get from here to there? Okay. So the truth is, the answer is straight through your heart. It is by letting down your guard and being yourself, being the same always. Now, that's a little hard to do. That's a tall order. Because when you go to like your work, you might need to be this person and wear that hat. And when you're with family members, you need to wear that hat and not say this and say that. Well, that's a lot of work. So if you can wipe that whole slate clean, come back in, say, who am I? What's important to me? And be able to open your mouth and say the things, whatever it is, whether it's about the weather or your dream last night or what your goals and aspirations are. But you got to share them with people who will not try to belittle and demean you. So it's really important for you to have a safe outlet for the different interests that you have. So just like I was saying a minute ago to Patricia, it is being able to, in your heart, you're always the same. So that's a job in and of itself, learning how to take down the separation walls of all of your different selves and be the same all the time. But you will only share the things that are applicable with the people that you're with, if that makes sense. I don't want you to work so hard at not saying this, it's okay to say that. Instead, find the right people to be with where you can be yourself and let it all out and not work so hard about screening the things that you say. That's a lot of work. You're working way, way too hard. All right. You're welcome, Stephanie. Now, I know there was somebody above you, and I don't know how to get to these comments above. Oh, my God. Oh, there it goes. Okay, Kim. Would love a reading if you can. Thank you. All right. All righty, Kim. Okay, Kim, I want you to look up spiritual meaning of red-headed woodpecker. I'm getting, actually, it looks like it has a red belly. There's a woodpecker. It's a woodpecker, and there's something that's red about it, and I'm just assuming that it's head. Something is red. Okay, so there is a spiritual meaning about red-headed woodpecker, and that's going to be applicable to you. So when you Google it, look up spiritual meaning of, okay, and it looks that you're something to do with nesting. I don't know if you're worrying about kids or if you're actually like trying to make things very comfortable for people. There are certain things that you need to, it looks like there's something that's happened that you just want to burn it to the ground, something that you're really that you shut the door on and you're ready to be done with it. You just want to burn it. Whatever that is, go ahead and walk away from it. Completely let it go. They're showing me a lot of black, and it feels like it was like a death of something. Or it may have been a nasty breakup or something like this, but it's almost like the Tower card in the tarot, where just everything shook and it was not good. But maybe this was an awakening for you to identify that perhaps you were being not treated the best. And so you're walking out of that blackness. Just finish it off. Whatever's still there, finish it off. Don't hang on to it. Release it out of your field so that you can fill it with light. Hopefully that makes sense. I think I might have missed. No, I'm still there. Okay, cool. It looks like you have a friend who is offering their hand to help you without judgment. Now, it kind of feels to me that this friend is in spirit. This is somebody like somebody that was a really good friend of yours that passed away, with light color, long, straight hair, blonde hair, straight hair, long. It's almost like strawberry blonde hair, and it's long and straight, and she's thin, and she reaches her hand out. Actually, the hand comes from the side, and she just wants you to know that she's there and she's with you. And I got chills, just confirmation. She wants you to know that she's with you always and that things are a lot easier over there and that she can help you. And like anytime that you may have been speaking to her picture, and that she's like, right here, right here. And that if you thought you felt a little breeze or something, that yes, it was definitely her. Um, okay. All right. So there you go. Thank you very much for your question. All right. I think I missed somebody. Try to scroll up if it lets me. Okay, Jenna. Jenna. Hello, dear. Do you have any messages for me? All right, Jenna, there's something going. Bones. Bones. Are you having some? Do you have uh like weather where it aches in your bones? I don't know what that's called because it's not something that I have, but so like when it gets wet out, some people's bones ache. Do you have that? There's something going on about the bones and moisture with you, Jenna. And I'm also seeing somebody in a wheelchair. It's a man. It's an an older man in a wheelchair is coming through as well. Um, but I wasn't ready for that yet. So for yourself, you know, Jenna, it feels that you've got this cloudiness, this mother energy. I don't know if you're wishing your mother was here, or maybe your mother was kind of harsh. There's definitely something going on that's kind of gray feeling on a maternal level. Okay, and then there may have been unspoken words, or you may be angry about something. Um, and then you have this elderly man who's in a wheelchair. Um, okay, that also feels that that may have been a very conflicted relationship, a very misunderstood relationship. It feels like the gentleman who was in the wheelchair had some kind of like PTSD. So that might be from like war. Yeah, I'm seeing and hearing all of these things like all over the so something's good. He may have had blown out eardrum. Actually, one side I'm getting. He was really not in a good way. He was just mentally not in a good way, and he wasn't really able to function fully. And so there was a lot of anger there, a lot of anger, and that anger caused a lot of confusion. And he's really kind of like a hard guy, but not in his not in like the way he's presenting right now. It's like he was kind of mean, but now he's not, and now he has understanding and compassion because there is no anger on the other side. But there is, like he had to pay for a lot of the negative issues that he caused and the things that he caused other people to feel he had to feel, and that kind of weathered and aged him as well. So he's kind of in a weakened state, and he asks for forgiveness. He's kind of like, if he can open his chest and take his heart out and give it to you, that's what he's doing. So he's asking for forgiveness. If you can release this particular tension and have forgiveness for him, it's going to help him to be able to get stronger on the other side so that he can go and do what he needs to do. So please let me know if that was applicable, and thank you very much. Okay, hello, Michelle. Oh my goodness, we're at an hour already, and it looks like there's a lot more to go. So I don't think I'm going to get to everybody, but I will do this again in a couple of days. Now, I have been doing a daily video just to talk about current astrology, what's going on. This is a very busy week for astrology. Excuse me. And I usually do a crystal of the day, which today I got a new tiger eye skull. Oh my God, it's awesome. But it's out there. I don't want to leave you. And then I usually do a card drawing for the day too. So feel free. I mean, you can look. I've got 2 weeks worth. in my Facebook page. So if you just go on my page and click on videos, you can watch them. They're very fun, and some of them have some healing in there, which you can feel no matter when you watch it. There's healings and some little meditations in there. So just look at the subject and see if it if it feels right, and watch it if you like. Oh, that was your dad. Okay, you're welcome. All right, let's see. Thank you for sharing, Stephanie. That's awesome. Anything for me? So I've got Stephanie L and Michelle W. I thought, didn't I do you yesterday though? Okay, Stephanie L. Anything for me? Okay, Stephanie. Yeah, you've got an so what I'm getting with you is Stephanie is kind of an angry father energy. Um, and the father has a brother. So this is an uncle. So we have these two men who are very hot-headed and short-tempered. And they may have, I'm hearing scuffling. Um, you may have had a lot of confusion in your early childhood as a result of fighting in the household, in the family. Um, feels that you had a lack of the ability to attach, a lack of the coddling that you needed, a lack of comfort when things were going wrong. And so you've got some missing pieces in your root chakra, it feels like. So there's some openings, there's these gaps in like in the pelvic area energetically. And this is from not having safety, comfort. This is our survival area of our energy, and this is formed when we're still in utero and up and for the first 7 years of our life. So that was not real settled in and hunky dory for you. So you have had to figure things out the hard way, and you are a kind person, and you do for others, and you hope that in doing for others that you will get the backfill of what you lacked as early in your childhood. Okay, and there's a little bit of frustration because it's kind of not working. So you just may give and give and give, and hopefully to understand what it feels like, but what's wrong is that you don't allow help to come in. So like your receiver is broken. So when you're just giving and giving and giving, well, you're going to dry up. You got to allow help to come in too. I talked about this yesterday. There's like a give and a receive. So if you're only doing all the giving, well, you're not receiving here. And then people who want to help you and give, you're shutting them down. And it's not nice for them, because you know how awesome it feels when you help people. Well, allow people to feel that with you. So accept help, accept good intentioned people who would like to help you. All right, so thank you very much. Where am I at now? I'm really happy at this turnout. I just hope that I don't overlook anybody. Okay, so thank you, Stephanie L. Let me know if that applied to you. Here's Nicole. I'm new to your live feed. May I have a reading, please? Love and light. Okay. Nicole. Okay. Wait a minute. It's scrolling. I don't want to lose anybody. Okay, so before anything else flips up, I see Kathy under next. Kathy McCauley. Any feelings on my daughter's health? So that's going to be next. Okay, so I hope I can scroll. I can't. I don't know how this works. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna go for a little longer. I just hope I can see the ones that I can't seem to scroll up. And I don't want to miss anybody. All right, hang on here. Does it go this way? Oh, there's a whole bunch here. Let's see. All right, here's Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie L. I got you. All right, so let's see what you have going on here. Stephanie L. Okay, so you have something to do. This may be a love of horses. There's a field with horses, some countryside. This may be a past life, or unless you just really, really love horses, or you have something to do with horses or horse energy. Okay, so if this former stuff doesn't apply to you, look up spiritual meaning of horse, horse energy, and there's more than one. Okay, and you are kind, gentle, you are sweet and good natured, but you've got some insecurities. And the insecurities you try to keep tamped down while you're doing your thing in the world. You've got this feeling of not being good enough. Oh my goodness. And there's all these people that just show up. So as soon as I said not good enough, all these other people appeared. So you may have generational patterning of perhaps women being inferior, maybe. So there's something to do with not being good enough that is generational, and it's in the family, and this whole patriarchal type of a system, or feeling that you don't matter, being spoken down to or spoken over or walked by, bypassed, all of these feelings of insignificance. That's what I'm getting for you and so you put your heart into everything. I'm seeing like a white cloth you're putting over they're bleeding. So you help people like who are bleeding. You take care of people and you put your heart and soul and every drip of your being into making sure that people know that they matter. You want people to know that you care because you know what it feels like to feel that somebody doesn't care. That's what it is. So definitely you need to understand that you are a beautiful being of light and you have helped a lot of people. But a lot of people, like you haven't been able to get the feedback, like they haven't been able to tell you. Some do, and you kind of like, oh, no. Go ahead and take that credit. Listen and accept it with grace. When somebody says, thank you so much, don't explain it away. Say thank you. Receive it. That's how some people can pay you back with their praise and their compliments. So when you're like, oh, no, that shuts them down. So learn how to receive a compliment with grace. Okay? Thank you so much. All right, what do we have here? That's okay, Michelle. All right, I have no idea what the comment about feet is, unless I said something about feet. I don't know. Okay. Who is the best Lord? All right, that's not something I can touch. I wonder. Oh, all right. So I'm getting trolls. That's what happens. Yeah. Gwendolyn! Hi, Gwen. Oh my goodness. Nice to see you. All right. What do you have going on here? Gwen, you are rebirthing yourself. There's this particular energy that's coming right up not in the middle, but to the side. This is the feminine side. Okay. So you've been operating from your yang. Go get out there, grab what I want, go after what I want. But something recently has come up and where you're more into like the sisterhood area now, the divine feminine energy, the ability to be able to give to yourself, love yourself, take care and pamper yourself, to integrate your divine feminine with your sacred masculine, because you've been operating from the sacred masculine for a long time. Fighting hard to get everything and do everything and be everything. You are kind of like rah, coming out with this beautiful grace table, people at the table, feeding the people. Your heart is beaming, opening, getting bigger. Um, you are just a magnificent being of light, and yeah, you got wings popping out of your shoulder blades there, girl. Um, and I'm being shown that so like an exaggerated version of what I'm trying to say is remote viewing. Your intuition is very developed. You have this particular ability. You know what's going on. You know what other people are thinking and plotting and what they're trying to come up with. And some of that stuff you're able to pluck and benefit from, because that's how you can gather your ideas together. And you might not realize that you're doing it, but you bring your awareness into the universal field. It's almost like a think tank. And you're like, oh, that's a great idea. Oh my God. And then you write it down and things pull together and you're able to start firing this stuff off, and it just comes in like lightning, and you get a wonderful like package or presentation or something that you can present or propose to people. And it also looks like you've got big stack of paperwork you're processing. There's something that you are in the process of doing that you've been working long and hard on. There's new dawns. I'm seeing a very, really remarkable sunset. Your day is turning, so it's kind of as the world turns. So it's kind of like you're shifting gears a little bit. Some stuff, everything changes. So it's like a new dawn, a new day, and you've got crosses, you've got doves, you've got wings, you've got light. You're like sighing with beautiful release, relief, like you're really getting a big deep breath. You're smiling so wonderfully, full of light and energy. Yeah, you've got it going on. Um, you've got divine grace. It's just what comes up. It's almost like this. It's almost like you were given this big like staff. Chills all over the place when I say that. And you're funny, so like your higher self is like, yeah, I'm gonna pop a marshmallow on that and roast it. Oh my God, you're funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's see. Yeah, yes. Well, what the heck are you guys talking about? All right, there's some hecklers here. Wait, where'd you go? Was that good for you, Gwen? Where did you go? All right, so there's a whole bunch. All right, let's see here. All right, we're gonna do one more because it's almost 7:30. Hmm. All right, it looks like I can't find any more real people. Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to end it with that. Um, oh, here's one. Shade. Okay, Shade, you're gonna be the last one of today. And that'll be it. So I do a video, dude. I do a video every day. It's not for free readings though. I just did this yesterday and then it went so awesome I'm doing it today too. So okay, so Shade, what Shade? Yes. Okay, so Shade, what I got for you is that you are a very passionate person. You've got this kind of Scorpio type of energy. Um, you're very passionate. You're a passionate person. You're very kind and you're misunderstood. That a lot of people just don't really understand. Like they misread what your intentions are. You try to do your thing and you kind of keep to yourself, and people are like critiquing and judging you, and it's very, very hurtful. You're really sensitive and you feel things really, really deeply. Um, So you have to work on boundaries and learning to say no and getting certain people. All right, they're showing me like skeleton, like your higher self is showing me skeletons in the closet that you're ashamed of, and that's okay because what we do with that when we have parts of our lives that just didn't go well, or we feel shameful or guilty about certain things that happen in our life, it's to resurface that and show it love and acceptance. That does not define who we are. We are not defined by our pain. Um, every day we make new decisions to live a better life. Um, you don't need acceptance, and you already know that. So it's not that you're seeking outside acceptance. It's just that you need to come back to a place of self-love, and it's really hard to find people that understand you. Um, so you might want to look on like Meetup or some groups or something, because you've got a very special energy. You're really intuitive and very, very sensitive. You're feeling this, you're feeling the pains of the collective consciousness, and some of that anxiety. So make sure you stay hydrated because you have whatever your chart is. You have a lot of water in your chart. It's important to stay hydrated, to make sure you're getting a lot of sleep. Remember your dreams. They're going to guide you a lot. And there you go. Okay, guys, that's it. We went for an hour and a half. Thank you so much. If you're interested in getting a full-on reading, a soul astrology reading, psychic mediumship reading, or if you want to get an energy healing, you can go to my website, suzy-woo.com. And you can order right there on my website, and then we'll connect. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the love. And come give me a big hug. Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you so much for the love and the hearts. And, remember, live a life that makes you want to say, woo! All right. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.